Hello everyone, my name is Precise Space and welcome to another video. First off, I'm going to say that this video was meant to be a celebration of 1,000 subscribers, but at the moment of recording, I currently have 2.3 thousand subscribers, which is insane. Y'all have continued to be endlessly sweet and supportive, and I love reading every single one of your comments. You all motivate me to keep creating. Thank you all so much. That said, I'm about to do a lot of yapping, so let's jump right into the video. So the first questions are the ones I got asked the most frequently. What inspired your Sona? Does your Sona have any lore? And what inspired your channel aesthetics? They're talking about this guy. First of all, it probably sounds lame, but it doesn't have any lore. This Sona is literally just meant to be me, but as an alien. And I think adding a story to it would make it feel less like myself. I designed this guy a little while ago to use as my main Sona. I've switched around with many different personas over the years, but they don't usually stick. Until one day I realized, why don't I make myself an alien? I really like aliens and space and stars. Plus there's so much freedom with an alien design, it could be literally anything you want. The way I designed it was by looking at other alien characters to get inspiration and just adding anything I wanted. The color scheme's like that just because my favorite color is blue and I also love pink and yellow. I added lots of stars because, like I said, I love stars. The outfit was based off this one I found on Pinterest, though I could have other outfits too. And to tie into the aesthetics question, like I said, I love stars and space and the color blue. If I had to choose a pattern that represents me, it would be light blue with white stars. Hence, my channel. Why did you start your YouTube channel? I'm going to answer this two different ways. My channel has been around since 2017, so it's been a while. I honestly can't say what made me start posting at that time. I think it was just because I had figured out I could record myself drawing, add music, and post it. That evolved into making animatics when I felt like it. The second answer is why I started making designs and commentary videos. I mentioned this in my Ever After High video, but that video was inspired by Octodrawn. I came across theirs one day and loved the idea and thought that I would also really like to make an Ever After High redesigned video, and I thought, well, why can't I? I'm an adult, I can figure it out. I've always loved watching art and design videos, and I've honestly always wanted to be a YouTuber, and once I finally finished the Ever After High video and people actually liked it, it motivated me to keep making more, and now I'm excited to see what I'm going to do in the future. Another question I got a lot was, who are some of your favorite artists / inspirations? This is actually really hard to answer. There's so many artists I've followed over the years, and I'm sure many of them have had an influence over my art. It's incredibly hard to just pick a few. My first pick is June from Jinja Ninja OWO. I watched them for a very long time and have always looked up to their art. They inspired the animatics I made and still inspire me to learn new things. Next, I would pick Valinxi, creator of the comic Countdown to Countdown. Her work is so gorgeous, I absolutely adore it. If I could ever reach her level of skill with art, I would die happy. Another is Crimson Chains. She's an artist I've been buying prints from since I first started going to conventions, and have continued to buy from ever since then. I have her art all over my wall, so I stare at it all the time. Her work is just beautiful, and I definitely get inspiration looking at it. She is just a super cool artist. I even got to see her at a panel at my last con. She's someone I will always look up to. Next, I would say It's Mandy Mo is amazing. She's another artist I see at a lot of conventions, and I always buy her prints of her original witch characters. I freaking love witches, so I'm obsessed with these designs, and her style and coloring is so pretty. I really aspire to make art like she does. Last, I will say Sammy Montoya, creator of the comic Say the Right Thing and Strange and Wild. I've been following Strange and Wild since early in the story and have been subbed to his Patreon for a lot of it. His work is amazing, it's all so detailed and dynamic. I love his black and white comic style. I look forward to every update and reading all the comments. He's super engaging and so fun to talk to. I'd love to be able to draw like he does someday. Okay, that segment went on for a long time. Let's move on to the next question. What program do you use to edit? I use CapCut. Just the free version, it has a lot of great tools and I find it pretty easy to use. What are your hobbies? I listed some in the Meet the Artist, but I'll also talk about them a bit here. One of my major hobbies is cosplaying. It's probably going to come up in future videos because some characters I want to talk about are characters I've cosplayed. I'm not amazing at it, but it's something I really enjoy, along with going to conventions. I've been going to them every year since I was 13, barring the pandemic, but they're so fun. I also really like playing video games on my downtime. My favorites of all time are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's hard to pick because they're both amazing. Again, I'm not the best ever at video games, but they're really fun to play. The only game I'd claim to be any good at is Tetris. I've put so many hours into that game, you don't even know. Another hobby of mine is collecting things. That's kind of vague, but that's because I collect a lot of different things. The biggest collection would be my figurines. I currently have 30 figurines, 22 of those being Hatsune Miku, and I do not plan to stop. I also collect Rainbow High dolls, and I currently have 22 of those. Don't ask me about the Rainbow High reboot, I will cry. I have other mini collections, but my second biggest would be Cinema Roll merch. I'm not even going to count it because I don't feel like gathering it all together. I see Cinema Roll, I buy. I also like various crafts, similar to cosplaying, but I have fun trying out different things. I like embroidery, jewelry making, needle felting, sculpting, and more. I do work at a craft store, so it's easy to find new stuff to pick up. What fandoms are you in? I listed some in the Meet the Artist. There's honestly too many to name, so you can have those for now. Final question. When did you start drawing? Something people always say is, since I could hold a pencil, but I've always hated that answer. That doesn't really give any insight into your journey as an artist. What I will say is that while I've been interested in art my whole life, I started taking drawing seriously when I was around 12. I started by referencing pictures of cartoon characters and trying to draw them exactly, and eventually started trying to draw the characters myself. They didn't look good at first, but I kept going and continued to try and improve. I'm obviously not the greatest artist in the world or anything, but I like where I am. I've come a long way and I'm proud of what I've done. That's all for this video. I had some questions I didn't get to, which I apologize for. I didn't want this video to go on forever, so I cut some out. Any questions cut, I will be responding to directly with a reply. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and once again, thank you all so much for your support. I can't wait to keep making videos. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Special thanks to my patron Javerd. If you'd like to have me read your name at the end of my videos and get early access to my content, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. Link is in the description.